a simple piece of paper that runs the world. This wasn't always the case, though. Once upon a time, humans bartered goods and services. But as societies grew more complex, the need for a standardized medium of exchange emerged. And thus, money was born. It began as shells and beads, evolved into gold and silver coins, and finally transformed into the paper and digital forms we use today. It's fascinating how this ordinary piece of paper, printed with unique symbols and numbers, holds such immense value and power. It can build empires or bring them down. It can feed a family or fund a war. It's a universal language understood by all, yet each country speaks its own dialect, having its own unique currency. Despite its simplicity, the power of this piece of paper is undeniable. It shapes economies and dictates our daily lives. From the dollar to the yen, the world is filled with a colorful array of currencies. Let's embark on a monetary journey, shall we? The US dollar, a symbol of America's economic might and a global benchmark, was first minted in the late 18th century. Across the Atlantic, the euro, the common currency for 19 European Union nations, came into existence in the late 20th century, symbolizing unity and economic integration. Venturing east, we find the Japanese yen, a currency born in the mid-19th century during Japan's modernization period. And let's not forget the British pound, one of the world's oldest currencies still in use, tracing its roots back to Anglo-Saxon England. Each of these currencies, from the dollar to the euro, the yen to the pound, holds its unique place in the global economy. Their current values are always in flux, influenced by a multitude of factors. Across borders and time zones, these pieces of paper hold fluctuating values that shape global trade and economies. $1 today could be worth more or less tomorrow, thanks to the invisible hand of exchange rates. Now, this might seem a bit mysterious, but let's demystify it. Exchange rates are like the price tags of currencies. They tell you how much of one currency you can get for another. And just like the price of an apple or a pair of jeans, exchange rates fluctuate. Why do they change? Well, a lot of factors come into play. Things like inflation, interest rates, and economic stability can make a currency more or less attractive. When a country's economy is strong, its currency often strengthens. And when it's weak, you guessed it, the currency usually weakens. These fluctuations in exchange rates don't just affect tourists trying to get the best deal on their vacation money. They have a big impact on international trade and the global economy. Like the tides of the sea, exchange rates ebb and flow, influencing the world's economies in their wake. Exchange rates aren't just numbers on a screen, they're opportunities for profit. Picture this. A businesswoman in London buys a product from a manufacturer in Tokyo. The exchange rate she gets can make the difference between a profitable deal or a costly mistake. This is the power of exchange rates and how they can directly impact profitability. Forex trading, or the buying and selling of currencies, is another way individuals and businesses can profit. Like a surfer riding a wave, skilled traders can ride the fluctuating values of different currencies and make a profit in the process. Then there's arbitrage, the practice of taking advantage of a price difference between two or more markets. It's like buying a discounted ticket to a concert and selling it at a higher price to someone who missed out. But let's not forget, these opportunities come with risks. Careful analysis and risk management are crucial. The world of currency exchange is not for the faint-hearted. It's a high-stakes game where fortunes can be made or lost in the blink of an eye. Understanding money is more than just knowing the numbers. It's about understanding its power and influence. We've journeyed together from the origins of money as a simple barter system to its evolution into the paper and digital forms that we use today. We've delved into the kaleidoscope of world currencies, each with its unique attributes and values, and we've seen how these currencies interact with one another on the global stage. We've also peeked behind the curtain to see the invisible hand that guides the ebb and flow of exchange rates. These rates, ever fluctuating, are the heartbeat of the global economy, and they present a fascinating opportunity for profit. With knowledge and strategy, one can ride the waves of currency exchange to financial success. Remember, money makes the world go round, and understanding its nuances can help you navigate the complex currents of the global economy.